Hello, everyone. It's Adon here and another episode of Sales Freak. Today, I want to talk to you about the number one secret or insight or tactic to understand when you're doing outbound prospecting and trying to get in front of a customer and get a meeting. I think you're going to find this of huge value. You're not going to want to miss this. All right, so when we're looking at prospecting, right, whether or not we're making a cold call, it's a warm call, whatever it is, when we're doing an outreach to a prospect, it could be email, it could be text, it could be chat, it could be phone call, whatever it is, when we're trying to get in front of them. There's one particular secret tactic that it took me a long time to recognize. And I really didn't understand the importance of this secret until I was much later in my career, as I started to move up in my career, as I started to make more money, have more responsibility. I started to appreciate what I was asking somebody when I wanted to meet with them. I started to appreciate the fact that what I was asking them for, what I was wanting from them was their time. And when we're prospecting and we're asking for a meeting, what we're asking for is we're asking for someone's time. And again, when I was early in my career, if someone wanted to meet with me, as an example, or I would call low on the ladder of the organization, people would meet with me all the time. Oh yeah, sure, come by anytime, come see me. Yeah, no, come by anytime. Because they didn't value their time, recognize the importance of their time, and neither did I. As I became more entrenched in my career and I started to sell higher up the level of an organization, it was starting to get harder to get in to see them. And they wouldn't say, when you're calling up higher up the chain of an organization, very rarely does someone say, oh, pop by anytime. Yeah, no, just come by. Yeah, anytime. They don't do that. They say things like, well, I'm really busy this next 2 weeks. Send me a calendar invite. Yeah, the 12th should work at 1 to 2 p.m., whatever, right? Their time is precious, right? Time is the most precious resource, not only because we don't have enough time for living, but because they only have 8 hours in a day. And so their time is precious to the organization. And the subconscious question that they are asking themselves, and they probably don't even know most of the time recognize that they're doing this, is they're saying, what is the return on investment of me doing this? So let's just do an oversimplification right now. Let's just say the person you're calling on makes $365,000 a year. And they have no days off, no holidays, no Saturdays and Sundays. They work 365 days a year, right? Obviously, for a simplification for this analogy. So they make $365,000 a year. One day, they make $1,000 a day. Okay, let's just say they work 10 hours a day. So their time is worth $100. Okay, so their time is worth $100. So when we're reaching out to them, when we want to get in front of them, if we're phoning them to say, yeah, I'd like to come by and introduce myself to you, or I'd like to come by and show you the value that we bring. I'd like to come by and talk to you about your needs and how we might be of value and of service to you. that just ain't very sexy. They're not really, there's no benefit, there's no return on investment. You're going to get the odd person to say sure because they don't want a confrontation, because their time is not that valuable, because maybe you got them at the right time. But they're not sitting there totally excited. Oh my God, I can't wait for this person to come see me, right? If you didn't show up or you phoned and canceled, they're probably not going, oh my goodness, that's I'm so sad that they didn't show up, right? So we need to recognize that what we're selling is we're selling the outcomes, right? We want to show them that by meeting with us, it's worth at least potentially worth at least $100 an hour that they're worth. And so the way to do that is we need to speak to them and talk to them in outcomes, in the language of business. We need to talk to them about percentages. We need to talk to them about improving, maximizing, expanding, streamlining, right? All these things, they have to be true, that help them do their business better, that help them perform better, that help them increase their business. So as an example, in the cleaning business, when you're calling on someone and let's say you're selling cleaning supplies, you want to talk to them, say, hey, I want to talk to you about how my products and how great they are. No, you're going to phone and talk outcome focus, talk, Mr. Prospect, I'd like to talk to you about a way in which you can enter new markets that you may not be entering right now with some new technologies available. Boom, new markets. What new markets? Well, what is this technology, right? And of course, it has to be true. And you have to have an angle in order to, when you see them, they go, oh, okay, that's interesting. But you're talking to them about outcome. You're talking about entering new markets. You're talking them being able to expand their market, right? Everybody wants to grow their business. They want to meet their budgets. They want to expand. They want to look good in front of their boss. They want to look good to the shareholders, whatever it is. And the higher up we go in the level of the organization, the more valuable their time is to the organization. And so is the more valuable their time is to themselves as well, because they know what they're worth. They know how much their time is worth. They value their time. So really, really important to understand this, to recognize that what you're really selling is time. Right? You're asking them for their time, and their time is a value. So the value that you're offering, the outcomes of the meeting have to be worth more than the time that you are, more than the time that you are offering. Now, if you have found this of value, be sure to text me. Join. We have insights and tips on a weekly basis at 315-903-7325. And if you're interested to learn more about how to grow your cleaning business, how to grow your sales, then I invite you to look at. Go to cleanfreaks.tv, and what we are able to do is we have a webinar that is available to you that's going to show you the 3 secrets to growing your business more effectively. The 3 secrets to getting in the door. And there's 3 primary things that you really need to understand in order to be of value to somebody. So you want to get in the door, right? You want to create value when you're in there, and you want to be able to close the door. And you can only do that by knowing exactly the 3 steps that's going to deliver that value to them. So I hope you found this of value. Recognize that when you're prospecting, you're asking for time. Time is of the essence. Time is a precious resource. The higher up the level in an organization that you call on, the more their time is worth, and therefore the more outcome value you're going to have to demonstrate, or potential value you're going to have to demonstrate in order to get that meeting. I'm Adon Rigg. You're watching Sales Freak, and I will see you in the next episode.